Welcome into the latest edition of ESPN FC's Extra Time. We have two different examples of the Liverpool fan club on with us tonight.
Yep.
We have the positive in Luis Garcia and the negative in Stevie Nicol. Ali Moreno somewhere in between.
Well, I am more concerned about the creativity of Stevie Nicol in utilizing the sling, given his shoulder surgery, as a place to hang his microphone. That is resourceful. That is professionalism.
Good thinking, isn't it?
Love it, Stevie. Luis, I'm told you have something to say to LA.
What did I do?
No, I didn't say anything. Listen, that's not nice. I just mentioned it because I wanted to make fun. Not make fun. Laugh with you about. It's beautiful. I like your tie. That's it. I said in the beginning of the show. Listen, are we gonna talk about the purple tie of Ale? I like it. You know that I like style, and I love the handkerchief with the purple. That's it. That's something that I wanted to mention.
Well, hey, Luis, you're not the only one who's got it, baby.
I'll tell you what.
You know.
I'll tell you what, I don't think we're going to see Luis doing a roast anytime soon. No, I think it's lovely, really, but I just wondered about a tie. But
It's positive, Luis.
Hey.
You probably hate it, right, Stevie?
Oh my God. What's wrong? Hey, you don't like my tie, Stevie? I like my tie.
I can't even see it. All I can see is
well,
me.
you gotta picture it. It is beautiful, and according to Luis, it's trend-setting, is what it is. Trend-setting. It's special, Stevie. You just have to picture it. It's beautiful. Everything comes together. The tie pops, you know, and the pocket knife just brings it together.
Just take Luis's word for it, Stevie.
It must have been dark.
Right?
It must have been dark. It must have been dark when you got dressed today.
Great combination.
That's just luck.
Listen, that is high praise off Luis Garcia.
I know. I don't even know what to do with myself. I might even grow out some hair tonight. Maybe not.
Don't be doing a burly and getting a beard and everything. We've had it off Stevie. We've had it off Craig. It's probably you next, right?
What's
I heard
that?
Shaka already went through that phase of growing the beard.
Shaka's beard was not a beard.
No, I heard.
If you cannot complete it, if you cannot fill out the space, it's not a beard.
It's not a beard. All right, Stevie, do you think it's best for a coach to have had playing experience before becoming a coach? Did your many years of professional playing experience truly impact your coaching role with the Revs?
Look, I don't think anybody would argue that having played, no question, will come in useful. I mean, it's absolutely a bonus. There'll be situations that you'll have been in as a player that you can relate when you're coaching another player. Hey, as we've seen, it doesn't always mean because you've been a player that you're going to be a great coach. But I don't think anybody can argue that having played the game, particularly at the highest level, is not going to come in handy in different situations and help you.
All right. Luis, I'll ask you this next one. So far, even in financial uncertainty, Barcelona have remained a team that players are excited and seeking to join. But after this latest Champions League setback, will that start to change?
No, I don't think so. At the end, we are talking about an historic club, one of the best clubs in the world. And I don't think that just because of the financial problems or because Barcelona is not in the Champions League, players are not going to be like to join Barcelona. I think there is a big amount of, or there is a certain amount of clubs that everybody wants to play with. And one is Madrid, Barcelona, Liverpool, United, and probably Juventus and AC Milan. Those are the teams that forever, they are historic and everybody would like to be playing those teams. At least it's my opinion. And definitely after we've seen the Barcelona last year, went through a lot of problems playing the Europa League, and this season a lot of players, top players wanted to join Barcelona. So I think that is going to continue for the coming years.
No fears for players still wanting to join Barca?
Well, I don't know if there's going to be fears of joining Barcelona or not. I'll tell you what would be amazing for Barcelona, to have Luis Garcia walk in as a motivational speaker. All that positive energy coming into the locker room, addressing the team, lifting the spirits of the club. That's what Barcelona needs right now.
It'd be brilliant. It'd be not Stevie.
Well,
Stevie.
I tell you what, Kate. If somebody had said 5 years ago, right, that a big club is going to ask players to take a wage cut and is going to try and sign other superstars, you would laugh. You would laugh in their face. Do you think one of the best players in the world would go to a team who's asking the players to take a wage cut, who's deferring wages? I mean, we would laugh at them. But that's what happened at Barcelona. I mean, Lewandowski went to Barcelona when other players, were probably not getting paid what they should, were taking wage cuts, and were asked to well, basically asked to just stop playing. I mean, so just the fact that they're not in the Champions League, I don't think is going to stop anybody, it looks like, from going to Barcelona.
Yep, so no concerns whatsoever.
That wasn't nearly as positive.
Okay, it wasn't nearly as positive, but I feel like he just went around the houses to say Barca is still one of the biggest clubs in the world, and players still want to go there regardless of whether they're in the Champions League.
It just didn't feel positive.
I feel for Stevie, it felt pretty positive. Yeah, Stevie, someone's brought up your name in the next question, which is for me.
Okay.
This one is for you, Kay Murray. Seeing as you used to live with Dan Thomas, which panellist do you think would be the messiest flatmate, and why is it Stevie Nicol? I mean, present company here, it's definitely Stevie Nicol. I don't feel it's so much that Stevie's messy, because I always see him usually clearing up after himself. He may leave a cup or this or that there. I can usually tell if he's been in a room.
Yes.
But one thing Stevie always does, which is not very energy saving, is leaves his TV screen on at his desk. Always.
Oh, so the power bill would be a concern.
Stevie, if we're asked to take wage cuts at ESPN, it's because you've been consuming all the power with the TV screen on your desk.
Aye.
Fair, see?
Yeah, right. You failed to mention there's probably about 2,000 TVs on 24 hours at ESPN, not including mine. So I'm in good company.
Well, you might help, though. Every little helps, Stevie.
To be fair to Stevie, the controllers around our TVs usually disappear. And he is not the most, shall we say, savvy when it comes to technology. Maybe he doesn't even know how to turn it off, so he said, I'm going home. See you guys later.
I'm not.
It could definitely be that.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Stevie, how tidy are you? Do you think you're tidier than Dan?
Yes. No, he's definitely tidier than me. 100%.
Because I think it's fair. It probably would be. Even when I saw this question, I thought it probably would be Stevie. I'm thinking it's definitely not Craig Burley, is it? He's not the messiest. His desk, which we're not even allowed on, is all perfectly lined up.
I don't care how organized he is. I don't care how messy he is. There is zero chance that you would want Craig to be your flatmate. Zero chance.
Dan was a fun flatmate, I will say. There was me, Dan, and another girl, and then there was me, Dan, and another boy, and he was always a fun flatmate. But he definitely wasn't the tidiest, but he also wasn't the messiest, I will say that.
So he was average?
He was average.
Yeah, well, that's...
Yeah. There are some things I could say, but I won't as well. About some of the things he'd leave hanging on the radiator after washing day, after laundry day.
Oh, he's
so when you had guests, you were later.
He's tidy-whities?
Let's move on.
You brought it up.
Luis, what team do you see as a good fit for Joao Felix if and when he leaves Atletico de Madrid?
Oh wow! If I will go Barcelona, I will have him in Barcelona. Definitely, it will be a fantastic player to join Barcelona. Totally the style. But I don't know. This kind of player needs to be in one of the teams like Arsenal, for example. I think it would be a fantastic fit for Arsenal, the style, like the way of play, the way his ability to to link with the strikers, his freedom when he's on the ball. I think he could arrive very well to Arsenal, and I think that Arsenal and Atletico Madrid has got a very good relationship. So why not? It could be another player departing there, like we've seen Thomas Partey.
Yeah, if we're going outside of La Liga, Arsenal makes a lot of sense. A team like, say, for example, Borussia Dortmund would make a lot of sense. Now, I don't know that they're in the business on investing that sort of money. This is a club that actually likes to grow from within. So in the case that they were looking outside of Bundesliga, you know, Joao Felix in that sort of environment and a team that likes to play open football back and forth, I think would suit what Joao Felix likes to do anyways. Whatever team it is, it has to be a team that is going to give them the freedom to attack and not as many responsibilities to defend. He helps you defensively sometimes, but not all the time. Allow him in the final third to express who he is and what he is as a player. And don't get on him because he didn't make a 50-yard recovery run to cover some space. If you're willing to do that for Joao Felix, I think he would be a very good play for you. If you ask him to defend, if you ask him to fight, if you ask him to tackle, if you ask him to track back, then I think you're wasting what he does best.
All right, quick round the house on this one. It's a nice question. Stevie, what did you consider the strongest part of your game and what was the weakest?
Oh, strongest.
All of them.
He's searching hard.
I mean, I guess I would probably. Oh well, I like to think I was pretty good at a lot of things. I'll put it. Let me change it round a little and say I prided myself on defending, one-on-one defending. I only remember one guy ever getting the better of me. When I was obviously when I was older and my legs were gone, it was a different ball game. But when I was at my best, the only guy that ever did me, and Luis will know him well, is Godilio. He played at Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Played against him for Scotland when we played Spain one night, and I couldn't figure him out. So I would say I prided myself big time in defending, but I felt as though I was pretty good at pretty much all things.
So no weak spots. Luis, did you just catch a fly with your bare hand?
I just move it around, yeah. It was kind of being a little bit...
Hey, hold on a minute. It's not like you just caught a bullet or something. Did you catch a fly with your bare hand? Oh, they're going to be on CNN tomorrow and all over the world. Ooh, he caught a fly. Well, if he went like that and caught a bullet with his teeth or something.
He moved it around, he wafted it. Luis, what was the strongest and the weakest part of your game?
Strongest, I guess the football awareness. I mean, I understood very well the game. I knew where I have to be at the right moment, at the right time. I think it was one of my best things. And weakness, I had a lot. I mean, I wasn't the fastest or the strongest. I was actually very weak on that. Stamina, I could defending. They said that I didn't track back quite often. I used to lose a lot of balls because I was trying every single. I said too many already. I said that's fine. Yeah.
Look at negative Luis Garcia.
What happened? What happened? Hey, Stevie, get out of that
body. Positive guy. What's happened to the positive guy? Oh my God! I feel like crying for him. How did he manage to play football? He couldn't do anything.
I was decent.
But it sounds of it.
Wow.
I was decent, Stevie. I was quick. I was good in the air. Ability with 2 feet. I had a few good things.
I know you're talking.
There we go.
He's back, baby. He's back.
He doesn't want to say bad things about other people, but when it comes to himself, he's like, yeah, bring it on.
I'm okay. I know.
What?
Strongest part of my game was hold-up play, playing with my back to goal.
Falling over.
I knew Stevie was going to say that. I was very good. I was very good at that too. Now, the weakest part could have been a whole lot of things. I could have been quicker. Left foot could have been better. But I think overall, short-term memory would have been something that I could have used in my career. Being able to put a miss behind me or a disappointment behind me very quickly and not think about it any longer, focus on what's ahead. That wasn't always the easiest thing because I always wanted to do very well.
So you guys have got your weaknesses, but as expected, Stevie Nicol, not a single weakness. And that's why we know and love him. Thanks so much for sending in your question.
Where did Stevie go just now? Why was he falling over? Is that what he was trying to do?
Well, as soon as Kay said, what were you best at? It was obvious, wasn't it, Ali? Falling over.
I like to think that I did it quicker than that, but
that's how Stevie saw it from the sideline. Slow motion.
You should listen. Hey, you should listen to the commentaries when Ali was playing. And the ball's played forward to. Oh, it's a free kick. He's down. The game stopped. They stopped the game for a foul.
Stevie, are you okay? We don't want you hurting your other shoulder.
Do you know how people complained today that the ball's only in play for 63 minutes? See, when Ali played, it was only in play for about 40. Because all the time getting him picked up off the ground and starting the game again.
What? Is this the roast of Ali Moreno?
No, I think there is so much bitterness from Stevie towards my game. Largely because
no, it's all filtering in right now.
Tell you what, Stevie's got a long-term memory when it comes to your game.
I know, he's obviously let it go. He's turned the page very quickly.
All right, don't have nightmares, Stevie.
All the teams Ali played for, they used to run out of washing powder because they were cleaning his strip all the time because every time he hit the deck, he'd covered in mud and everything. It was like, oh, not Moreno's again.
Let it go, Stevie. Let it go.
I can't get a stain off Moreno's jersey.
Just game-winning plays, Kay. Game-winning plays.
Gotta let it go, Stevie. Gotta let it go. Thank you so much for your questions. Thanks for the guys for answering them. We'll do it all again tomorrow.